Hi, Rod Shelley here, and this will be short. This is going to be, this won't be a behind the scenes. This is going to actually be the second in my series of Rod's rants, and I don't know how many of these will be. There will be, because one, I can't talk, and two, I could rant for hours on all kinds of subjects, but I won't. Today, I'm going to rant about recycling, okay? Now don't get me wrong, I am fully 100% supportive of recycling. It's just the right thing to do. It's, you know, I take at least 3 or 4 trips a year to the recycling center to recycle all my paper, and I got a ton of plastic over there, paperboard, cardboard boxes, metal, this, that, the other. You know, I am more than happy to load my car up a few times a year and haul all this stuff to the recycling center so it can be reused and put back into products. It's a win-win situation all the way around. It stays out of the landfill, it gives people jobs, it goes back into products, and you know, it's recycling. It's a circle. It's all in a circle. So anyway, I'm all for recycling. I'm totally 100% in favor of it. And now here's my thing. I have this big box, as you see in the picture here, of tapes. I have been, for the last several weeks, I have been digitizing all my old cassette tapes that have music. I am now in the process of digitizing VHS tapes, all kinds of stuff on these that I want to keep. There's a lot of junk that I don't even care about, that I'm not worrying about, but everything I want to keep, I'm digitizing, as you saw on my last behind the scenes. And of course, that leaves me with, as you saw in the picture, this big box of cassettes and 8-track videotapes and VHS tapes and so on and so forth. Okay, now, what do I do with these? I don't want to just throw them in the trash and have them wind up in a landfill and, you know, pollute the earth for the next 30,000 years or whatever. So, I did quite a bit of research a couple days ago, spent 2 or 3 hours online, looking here, looking there. I went to this Green Independence website, and when I looked at it a few days ago, I got a list off of there of stuff that they took. I mean, you know, that you could bring into recycle for free. You know, they had their list here. They've got cassette tapes, CDs, cell phones, desktop computers, floppy disks, LCD monitors, LCD TVs, medical equipment, blah, 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 videotapes. Okay, so I was like, great, they'll take all this stuff. So I called them this morning and talked to somebody there. Oh, well, our recycling centers are permanently closed. What? Well, they weren't the other day, but I guess. Let's see, city recycling centers. You know, now today, it says both of the city's recycling centers are permanently closed. Residents are encouraged to contact their trash hauler for information about curbside recycling. And then they give you this recycle spot here that you can click on, and it takes you to a page where you can type in what you're recycling and where you can take it, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So Anyway, I got a couple phone numbers. One of them was MRC, which came up on there as the only place within 25 miles. And I do take a lot of stuff to MRC, Midwest Recycling Center. They take computers and electronics and one thing and another. Pretty much anything with a cord or a battery they'll take. They do take magnetic media. Last time I checked on their website, they didn't. But checking today, they do. However, $1 per pound for magnetic material, such as tapes, floppy disks, optical disks, CDs, DVDs. So she gave me another number here for a place called Laptop KC. So I called them. Same thing. Well, I've got a bunch of video, VHS tapes to recycle and cassette tapes. Well, how many? Well, a whole box full. Well, there's a fee attached to that, $1.50 a pound. Oh, okay. Well, MRC's cheaper, but still, I'm not an accurate scale. I don't, don't have a readout in my eyes of poundage when I pick something up. But I carried for years, I carried about a 40-pound toolkit. And so I've got a pretty good feel for what around 40 to 45 pounds feels like. And this box feels like it's probably at least 40 pounds. So, if it's right on 40 pounds, okay, that tells me to try to be responsible, to do the right thing, it's going to cost me between $40 and $60 to do the right thing. We are constantly reminded and admonished in the media, recycle, be responsible, do the right thing, keep this stuff out of landfills, take care of Mother Earth. And like I said before, I'm all for that. But here's the deal. You see this shirt? I'm retired, okay? I'm retired. I have one source of income, okay? That's Social Security. And every time I go outside to open my mailbox, I look for the course that teaches me how to speak. Seriously, every time I open my mailbox, there's an envelope in there, somebody reaching for my wallet. I've got enough people in my wallet. I don't need to be spending 40 to 60 bucks to try to do the responsible thing. So, what's the deal with this? I'm sure there's processing involved. There's special processing. I'm sure the guy from Laptop KC said, yeah, we got to ship those to St. Louis to, to take care of it, because it requires special processing for the magnetic tape inside. So, what am I supposed to do? Just spend. I got enough expenses. Like I said, I've got enough people reaching for my wallet. Everybody and their dog wants in there. That thing isn't bottomless, folks. It's more like a black hole. I put money in it and it disappears. So, anyway, I guess it just kind of galls me that everybody asks us to be responsible and do the right thing, and then, in the fine print below, but it's going to cost you money. So, anyway, that's my rant for today, for what it's worth, which probably isn't much. So, I'll figure out something to do with these, and that's it for today, for Rod's Rant. So have a good evening, and we'll rant at you later.